Good morning. Once again, I welcome the students of SYBA to this general English paper. Friends, in this lecture or in this video, we are going to discuss the concept called dialects. So, let us discuss what is dialect, what is the meaning of dialect, or what can be the definition of dialect. So, dialect is the word which is originated from Greek word. It is originated from Greek word. The Greek word is dialectos. So from Greek word dialectos, the word dialect has been derived. So remember the Greek word dialectos, and from that Greek word the word dialect has been derived, and the meaning of dialectos is discourse. So it means discourse. The dialects can be defined as a variety of a language whose grammar differs in systematic ways from other varieties of the same language. As far as the definition of dialects is concerned, it has been defined as a variety of a language. So it is basically a variety of a language. It is a variety of the same language whose grammar, so it is that sort of variety in which the grammar differs in systematic ways from other varieties of the same language. It means that if there is a language A, so this is a language A, it may have different varieties, variations or dialects. It can have B, C, D. So it may have these variations B, C, D. So this is A is a language, and these are the variations or varieties of the same language, that is A. But there can be difference between grammar, there can be phonological differences, there can be some lexical differences, there can be some semantic differences. So these differences are going to be there, and that differences are called as grammatical differences. So differences can be in the form of, as I told earlier, it can be in the form of lexical. Lexical refers to words. So it can be lexical differences. Then there can be some phonological differences. Then there can be some syntactic differences. Or there can be semantic differences. So as mentioned earlier, dialect refers to the variety of the same language used. So the differences that can be occurred in the varieties of the same languages, and as differences can be lexical differences. So lexical stands for vocabulary or words. So there can be a difference between the word or the variety of a language of the spoken language of the same language. For example, the B, C, D are three varieties of the same language. So some words which are used in language B or the dialect B, not language but dialect B, may not be used in dialect C or may not be used in dialect D. But the speakers can understand the said word. In many languages you will come across this phenomenon. There is one language and others are the varieties of that languages, or that language, variety of that language, or and these differences can be, for example, B language may have some different words, some words can have different phonological production, then there can have some certain grammatical rules or structure or meaning can be different. So this is a common phenomenon of dialect. So dialect is basically variety of a language. So dialect is the difference. Dialects can be defined as a language whose grammar differs in a systematic way from other varieties of the same language. For example, a language A. Let us consider there is a language, that is, we term it as A. The language A, there can be specific dialect X. So this is a dialect of language A, X. This X will be, or this dialect of language A will be different from other dialects. So other dialects can be presented in the form of, it can be presented in the form of Y or Z. So this is the basic language, original language, that is the A, and these are the varieties of the language A. And the differences can be found in this sort of, in this form, that can be lexical, phonological, syntactic or semantic. If the speakers of A, that is the speaker, for example, let us consider for this example the speakers of this X. So this is a dialect, Y is one dialect, Z is one dialect. If the speaker of this dialect is able to understand whatever is conveyed by or said by either Y or Z, then we have to call it as a dialect, then it will be dialect. If the speakers are unable to understand whatever is spoken by either X or Y, if the what is said by X, Y is unable to understand, whatever is said by Y, X is not able to understand, then we are not going to call it as a dialect. So it means the speakers are speaking in a different language. So there is no lingua franca or a common language between them. So dialect refers to the variety of the same language. Now Hindi. Suppose A language is Hindi. So Hindi is here considered as a language A. And the Hindi that is spoken in different parts of India can be considered as dialects. So X can here stand for Hindi that is spoken in Bihar, Bihari. It can be Y may represent the Hindi that is spoken in Bhojpur, that is Bhojpuri, and Z may refers to the Hindi that is spoken in southern part of India. So there will be Hindi as a language, and these will be the varieties of language. That can be Bihari, that can be Bhojpuri, that can be Hindi that is spoken in the south states or south part of India. So this is called as dialect. So this is a variety of language. Not only with Hindi, but if we consider our mother tongue, that is Marathi, we will come across the different varieties. In our Maharashtra, Marathi is our mother tongue. So Marathi that is spoken in Pune will be different. Satara district will be different, and when it is used in North Maharashtra, the tone will be different, the vocabulary will be different, the word will be different, some phonological rules will be different, semantic consideration will be different. So language A is a basic language, or it is a language, and whatever are used by the speakers in particular regions, particular parts are to be called as dialect. So there are certain categories of dialects. Some dialects are called as standard dialects, some are called as non-standard dialects, and some dialects are called as regional dialects. So let us first discuss what is standard dialect. So we will start our discussion with standard dialect. A standard dialect is used in education. It means that it is used by the educated speaker. The users of the dialect which we consider standard, remember, are educated people. So it is used by educated people or educated persons. So language that is used by the educated persons are to be considered as, has to be called as standard dialect. Then this standard dialect has reference words like dictionaries. So it will have reference words. Then it will have grammar as a part of its corpus. A dialect becomes standardized. A particular dialect is called as a standard dialect, or it becomes standardized when it gains institutional support. So it receives or it gets the institutional support, and this dialect which receives institutional support is to be considered as, is to be called as a standard dialect. So listen carefully, the dialect which is used by the educated speaker, the dialect which has reference words like dictionaries and it has its own grammar, then it becomes standardized when it gets institutional support. It means it is accepted by the particular office or particular institution as a standard one. Then it is acknowledged in the government offices. So it gains institutional support, it gets acknowledgement in the form of government recognition. It means it gets government recognition. So which dialect is to be considered as dialect? Listen, you may have to write a short note on standard dialect. So you have to first tell what is dialect. After writing or mentioning what is dialect, then we have to tell about what is standard dialect. So standard dialect is a dialect which is used by the educated speakers. The standard dialect is a sort of dialect which has reference words like dictionaries, which has standard grammar, then which gets institutional support, then which is recognized and acknowledged in government offices as a standard one. So it is also, the standard dialect is also included in a school or colleges. So it is used in education. So this dialect which is used in education, the dialect that is used in teaching learning process or schools, is considered as standard dialect. The rules and patterns of the dialects, grammar and vocabulary are published. It means that it has its rules of grammar, it has its peculiar vocabulary, and not only it has its rules of grammar and vocabulary, but remember, they are also published. It also have textbooks. So language that is used in textbook is considered as standard language. It is not considered as a non-standard language, but it is considered as standard language. Then it is also considered as the correct one, both in the written form and in the spoken form. So it is considered as a correct. And it can be both in written and spoken form. Then it is used in literature like prose, novel, short stories and drama. A single language may have multiple standard dialects. A single language, it can have multiple standard dialects. It can have a number of standard dialects due to the process of nativization. For example, standard American English. So English is a language and American English is its dialect. Then standard Indian English, it is considered as its dialect. So standard dialect is the dialect which gets educational support. The standard dialect is the dialect which is used in textbook. Standard dialect is a sort of dialect which is considered as the correct one. Standard dialect is a dialect where institutional support is received. The standard dialect is considered standard because the words, vocabulary and grammars have been published. So all these things, when they are used, we have to consider that this dialect is a standard one. And then now we are going to talk about what is non-standard dialect. So non-standard dialect do not follow whatever the criteria have been. Criteria can be applied to the standard dialects. So whatever is present in the standard dialect, that things are lacking in non-standard dialect. We are not going to find out correct use of language. We are not going to find out the educated people. We are not going to use it in schools and colleges. We are not going to use it to write novels, short stories or books. We are not going to use it in government offices or educational institutions. So this is called as non-standard dialects. So mostly non-standard dialects are used in informal situation. So situation can be formal or informal, and non-standard dialect which does not receive educational support, which is not considered as standard one or the correct one, can be used or mostly used in informal situation. So non-standard dialects do have complete vocabulary, grammar, syntax like standard language. So it has its own vocabulary, it has its own grammar, it has syntax. It means there will be proper construction of a syntax, syntactic rules will be there. Then it will have its own vocabulary, it will have grammar of its own, but it does not receive institutional support. It is not considered as a correct one. It is not used by the educated speakers. That is why it is to be called as non-standard. But it is to be called as non-standard. The major thing here is that, major criterion here is that it does not have institutional support. So institutional support can make a language or dialect standard or non-standard. The language which receives or dialect which receives institutional support is a standard dialect, and dialect which does not receive institutional support is non-standard dialect. So there are certain examples of non-standard dialects. For example, Southern American English, the English that is used in southern part of America is a non-standard dialect because it does not receive institutional supports. So we have to keep in mind the criterion whether the given dialect is standard or non-standard, and that criterion will be the institutional support. If the dialect receives institutional support, if it is recognized by government, if it is used in schools and colleges, then it is a standard dialect. And if it does not have institutional support, if it is not used by educated persons, if it is not considered good to use in schools and colleges or implement in schools and colleges, then we have to call it as a non-standard dialect. So examples of non-standard dialects are Southern American English, Western Australian English. After that, the third one is that regional dialect. So region refers to particular locality or particular place. So this category of dialect tells us the language or the dialect that is used in particular region. It is the variations in the way a language is spoken in different geographical region. So geographical region where the language is used cannot be used in similar way or similar fashion. So there are some differences, there are some other dialects, and these differences are called as geographical or regional dialects. So a particular variety of a language might be spoken in particular region. It sounds different when it is spoken in different region. So once again we are going to talk here about the example, or we are going to discuss here the example of Marathi. The Marathi is a language, and when it is spoken in the part of Satara or Kolhapur, it sounds different. And the same Marathi, when it is used by the persons from Jalgaon or Khandesh, it sounds different. So there can be irony, there can be we call it Khandeshi, or the tone of the speaker of Satara will be different, the vocabulary will be different. So it is called as regional language or regional dialect. Then the distinctions can be caused by, according to the region in which they are spoken. So the language that is used in particular region, and that variation is caused, that variation will be there, and we have to call it as regional dialects. So there are the Hindi dialects, like Hindi is a language, and the dialects can be the language that is Bhojpuri dialect, that there can be Bihari dialect, there can be a Varanasi dialect. So remember, three things are important there: standard dialect, non-standard dialect, and regional dialect. Regional dialect refers to a dialect, variety of language that is used in particular region. Variety of language that can be applied, that can be used in particular region. So geographical area is here important. In non-standard dialect, we have to remember the institutional support is not there, though it has its own vocabulary, though it has its own grammatical rules or syntactic structure, and semantic content is there, but it does not have institutional support. And standard dialect is a dialect which gets institutional support and which is considered as a standard, and that is why it can be used in schools, that is why it can be used in government offices.